Morgan carried out several dihybrid crosses in Drosophila to study genes that were sex-linked, that is, the genes that were present on sex chromosomes. The crosses were similar to the dihybrid crosses carried out by Mendel in peas. Morgan crossed male and female Drosophila to study the inheritance of two characters, that is, body color and eye color. Morgan crossed yellow-bodied, white-eyed females with brown-bodied, red-eyed males. Males and females of F1 generation were intercrossed. That is also called F1 intercrossing, because animals cannot be self-fertilized like plants. He observed that two genes for the body color and eye color did not segregate independently of each other, and 9:3:3:1 dihybrid ratio is not observed like in crosses of garden pea plant. In Mendel's dihybrid cross, 9 dominant parental types and 1 recessive parental type were observed in F2 generation. Plants with round green and wrinkled yellow non-parental type offsprings were also obtained in F2 generations. We can find the frequency of non-parental types by dividing the number of non-parental types with the total number of individuals obtained in F2 generation multiplied by 100. And in this case, the number of non-parental types is 3 plus 3 is equal to 6 divided by total number of F2 plants, that is 16 into 100, and it comes out to be 37.5%. So 37.5% non-parental types were obtained in Mendel's dihybrid cross. On the other hand, in Morgan's dihybrid cross on Drosophila, only 1.3% of non-parental types were obtained in F2 generation. Morgan concluded that less percentage of non-parental types in F2 generation is due to physical association or presence of the two genes on the same chromosome, such that they do not assort independently but are inherited together generation after generation. In Mendel's dihybrid cross, parent heterozygous for two characters produced 4 types of gametes, because the genes R and Y were present on 2 different chromosomes. That's why they assorted independently in the ratio of 9:3:3:1. But in case of Drosophila, the two genes A and B are present on the same chromosome, such that they will be inherited together generation after generation. And in this case, only 2 types of gametes will be formed because of linkage. Morgan coined the term linkage to describe the physical association of genes on a chromosome. In such cases, non-parental or recombinant type are only formed when crossing over occurs. Crossing over means that is exchange of segments between non-sister chromatids of the homologous chromosomes as shown in this figure. You can see these are the homologous pair of chromosomes. Exchange of segment may occur between the non-sister chromatids of the homologous chromosomes, resulting in new gene combinations, which is also called recombination. Unlinked genes are present on different chromosomes. For example, gene 1 is unlinked to gene 2, 3 and 4. But genes 2, 3 and 4 are linked genes. Similarly, gene A and C are not linked, but gene A and B are linked. Unlinked genes follow independent assortment, and linked genes do not follow independent assortment. Morgan and his group also found that even when genes were grouped on the same chromosome, some genes were tightly linked, that is showed very low recombination, and others were loosely linked, that is showed higher recombination. As in this diagram, in case A, M and D genes are tightly linked. So crossing over may occur in other parts of the chromosome but not in between them, because these are too closely associated with each other such that exchange of segments cannot occur between them. In case B, the genes M and D are quite far apart, that is, they are loosely linked. There are more chances of crossing over between them, so new recombinants are formed in such cases. That means recombination is inversely proportional to linkage. More the linkage between two genes, lesser will be the chances of recombination, that is crossing over, and vice versa. Female Drosophila has XX sex chromosomes represented by two straight lines. Male Drosophila has XY sex chromosomes, X represented by straight line and Y chromosome represented by hooked line. Genes for body color and eye color are present on X chromosome only and not on Y chromosome. Brown body is the dominant trait represented by Y plus allele. Yellow body is the recessive trait represented by Y allele. Red color is the dominant trait represented by W plus allele. White eye color is the recessive trait represented by W allele in case of Drosophila. Morgan crossed yellow-bodied white-eyed female with brown-bodied red-eyed male. The genes for body color and eye color are present on the X chromosome. These are the XX chromosomes of the female, and on it are present the genes Y, that is for body color, and W for eye color, and these two genes are closely linked on the same chromosome. And on the other hand, male has X chromosome and Y chromosome. The genes for the body color and eye color are present on the X chromosome. No such genes are present on the Y chromosome. Male is dominant for body color, that is brown bodied, so that is denoted by Y plus, and it is also dominant for eye color, which is represented as W plus. So male is having both the dominant genes Y plus and W plus on the X chromosome. Then the gamete formation. Female will form only one type of gametes, with all the gametes having X chromosome with YW alleles. And on the other hand, male will form two types of gametes, one with X chromosome having Y plus W plus genes and another with Y chromosome. Then the probability of their fusion. If this female gamete happens to fuse with this male gamete, then the composition, then the genotype of F1 individual will be YW, Y plus, W plus. So this is female, and this female will have brown body and red eye color. And if this female gamete fuses with this male gamete, then what will be the genotype of F1 individual? It will have one X chromosome and one Y chromosome. X chromosome with YW genes. So this is the male which is having yellow body and white eye color. So in F1 generation, brown bodied red eyed females were obtained and yellow bodied white eyed males were obtained. Morgan intercrossed these males and females of F1 generation to obtain individuals of F2 generation. Now let us discuss the gamete formation by these parents. As we know, during gamete formation, crossing over between the homologous chromosomes may or may not occur. Now these are the homologous chromosomes, and crossing over between these chromosomes may or may not occur. Exchange of segments may or may not occur between them. So let us discuss, if crossing over does not occur, then what will be the genotype of the gametes. One of the gamete formed is having X chromosome with YW genes, and another gamete formed is having X chromosome with Y plus W plus genes. Now let us assume if crossing over occur between these two homologous chromosomes such that the chromosome breaks from here and they exchange segments, then let us see what will be the genotype obtained in gametes. One of the gamete will have YW plus genes and another gamete will have Y plus W genes. Now if we talk about the gamete formation in males, we see male is having one X chromosome and one Y chromosome, and these X and Y chromosomes are not homologous pair of chromosomes. So exchange of segments or crossing over between these two chromosomes will not occur. So in males, two types of gametes are formed, one having X chromosome with YW alleles and another having Y chromosome. Now the probability of their fusion. If this gamete happens to fuse with this gamete, then this will be the female with YW composition. This is also a female with Y plus W plus YW composition. This is also a female with YW plus YW composition. This is also a female with Y plus W YW. And if we see here, if this gamete fuses with this gamete, then it's a male with one X and one Y chromosome. Similarly, this is also a male, and the genetic composition you can see, this is also male, this is also male. Now if we look for the parents of this F2 generation, these are the parents, parent P1, parent P2, although they are grandparents, but these are considered the parents of F2 generation. Then P3, which are intercrossed, P4. So these are the parents of the F2 generation. Now we will look for which of these F2 individuals resemble these parental types. First one, this is resembling parent P1. Next, this is also resembling, and can you see which parent is it resembling? It is resembling parent P3. Then this is also parental type and it is resembling parent P4. Then this is also parental type and it is resembling parent P2. These four are parental type. Why we are saying they are parental type? Because they have genotype similar to the parents or the grandparents. Now let us find which ones are non-parental types. Non-parental types are those which have undergone crossing over and which have genotype different from the parental types. So this is non-parental type. Now why non-parental type? Because this is a female having yellow body with red eye color. Otherwise all parents were yellow body with white eye. But this is non-parental because it is having yellow body with white eye. This is also non-parental because it is having brown body and white eye, although the parents were having brown body with red eye color. This is also non-parental type. Again, it is yellow body with red eye color, and this is also non-parental type because it is having brown body with white eye color. So these four are not resembling the parents, so they are called non-parental types. And how these non-parental types are formed here? These non-parental types are formed because crossing over has occurred during gamete formation. So new gene combinations were formed. Morgan obtained 98.7% of parental types in F2 generation and 1.3% of non-parental types. Only 1.3% of non-parental types were obtained because The genes for body color and eye color are tightly linked on the same chromosome. There is no much space between the two genes, so the chances of crossing over are rare. And if chances of crossing over are rare, then formation of recombinants or the formation of non-parentals is also rare. In another dihybrid cross, Mendel crossed white-eyed miniature-winged female with wild-type or red-eyed normal-winged male. The genotype of female, XX chromosomes with W and M genes present far apart on the same chromosome. That means W and M genes were loosely linked on the same chromosome. On the other hand, male with one X chromosome and with one Y chromosome, and on the X chromosome the genes for the eye color and wing shape were present, and these genes were dominant for both the characters. These genes were W plus and M plus on the X chromosome, and no such genes are present on Y chromosome. Now the gamete formation. Female will form one type of gametes and all gametes having X chromosome with WM genes. Male will form two types of gametes, one of the gamete having X chromosome with W plus M plus genes and another gamete having Y chromosome. Then the probability of their fusion, if this female gamete fuses with this male gamete, then it will be a female which is red-eyed and normal-winged, because these are the dominant characters. Now if this female gamete happens to fuse with this male gamete, then male is obtained, and this male is white-eyed miniature-winged. So this is F1 generation individuals. Then Morgan intercrossed these F1 generation individuals to obtain F2 individuals. Now again we will assume gamete formation with crossing over and without crossing over. So first of all, let us take up gamete formation without crossing over. So without crossing over, this is the gamete formed having X chromosome with WM genes and another gamete having X chromosome with W plus M plus genes. Now if crossing over occurs between these two homologous pair of chromosomes such that the chromosomes break from here and they exchange segments, then let us see what will be the genotypes of the gametes. One of the gamete formed will have WM plus genotype and another gamete with W plus M genotype. And if we look at the gamete formation in males X and Y chromosomes will not exchange segments with each other because these are non-homologous pair of chromosomes. So here two types of gametes formed, one with X chromosome and another with Y chromosome. Now the probability of fusion of male gametes with the female gametes is shown in this Punnett square. So this is the female obtained. If this gamete fuses with this is also female, this is also female. So this whole row is of females with their genotype shown, and second row is of males with these genotypes. Now if we look for the parents of these F2 generations, then we find that this is parent P1, although it is the grandparent, we will consider it the parent of F2 generation. P1, P2, this is parent P2, P3 and P4. So these all are the parents of F2 generation. Now let us see which of the F2 generation individuals resemble these parents. This is parental type, it is resembling parent P1. This is also parental type, it is resembling parent P3. This is also parental type, it is resembling parent P4. This is also parental type, it is resembling parent P2. Why they are resembling parent P2? Because their genotype is similar to the parents. Then these are non-parental types. These four are non-parental types because these are formed after crossing over during gamete formation. In this dihybrid cross, Morgan obtained 62.8% of parental type and 37.2% of non-parental type. Here, comparatively more non-parental types were obtained than the previous dihybrid cross because the genes for eye color and wing shape were distantly located on the same chromosome, or you can say they are far apart, located on the same chromosome or loosely linked on the same chromosome. So the chances of crossing over or new gene combinations was more as compared to the previous cross. So that's why more non-parental types were obtained in this cross as compared to the previous cross. So what we conclude is that in Mendel's dihybrid cross, 37.5% of non-parental types were obtained because the two genes, for example R and Y in this case, are present on different chromosomes such that they assort independently during gamete formation. So four types of gametes are formed with different combination of these chromosomes, and each gamete must have at least one R and one Y gene. In Morgan's dihybrid cross 1, only 1.3% of non-parental types were obtained because these genes did not assort independently due to tight linkage on the same chromosome. So, two types of gametes were formed, one with chromosome having capital A, capital B genes and another with chromosome having small a, small b genes. In Morgan's dihybrid cross 2, 37.2% of non-parental types were obtained, although the genes were present on the same chromosome, but they were loosely linked, so they assorted independently and chances of recombination were more because there are chances that the segments may break from here and exchange of segments may occur. So they could assort independently.